What's up, guys? My name is Ash, or Spartan7, or should I say welcome. I would say commanders, but welcome my fellow mercenaries. World of Tanks Mercenaries has finally came out. Now, I know I should have done this video a lot of days ago, when it officially did come out, but for some reason the Xbox 360 had just a small problem with releasing the update, and I'm not 100% sure on what the real reason was. But what Wargaming was able to tell all of us that were on the 360 was it wasn't their fault. It seemed to have been a miscommunication with Microsoft, and they didn't release the correct patch update for their update themselves. But 2 days later, we finally got here. I did say to Wargaming that I had some premium time on my account, and because the servers were down, I was not able to use it, so I was hoping that they could refund it, and Wargaming thankfully did. They listened to me on my ticket, so I now have 3 days left instead of just on the last 1 day. Now, a few new things you'll notice is the garage. It's gone. Everyone is now outside, and it looks absolutely cool. I'm loving this. But a small glitch, but as you guys can see, is if you look on the bottom of the screen, you'll see all my tanks have an orange stripe through them with an X. Except for the ones that I have marked favorite. For some reason, when the update came out, I don't know why, it's now marked all the tanks that I haven't got marked as a favorite as new to the garages, and I haven't drove these tanks before yet, which is kind of confusing considering I have drove them all before. I mean, the Conqueror here has 4 Marks of Excellence badge on it. I've drove that. It has 2 MOEs. Did I say 4 Marks of Excellence? I meant 4-year service badge and 2 MOEs, Mark of Excellence. That was fucked up. Anyway, moving on to the contracts. This is what everyone's here for. This is why we're all really paying attention to World of Tanks today. Now, my honest opinion about it, apart from the update being a complete pain in my ass, the update's worth it. Straight away, the update is worth it. I'm in love with these new tanks. The brand new war story is incredible. I have completely fallen in love with the Trinity. I honestly have. That is an amazing tank. Now, as you guys can see here, only certain tanks, I'm sorry for it being blurry, but only certain tanks here are available right now on their contracts, while how many is available right now? 4 tanks are currently available, while 1, 2, 3, 4 are currently unavailable. So these 4 are the first ones. You can get the Needle, the Stubbs, the Plague Bringer, Slapjack, and Big Top. Now I'm currently going for Stubbs. Needle is a heavy tank, and it's technically a very strange little tank. I mean, this is a Panzer II J body with a what looks to be a Luch or a Leopard turret. It's more like a Leopard, but without the guns on the top, which is kind of creepy. You have 8 stages with every single tank to complete. Stage 1 for this is to play a German tier 3 to 10. Stage 2 requires me to play as an archer or a higher tier tank from the archer line, which will easily be the FE 4005. Stage 3, I must play as a T-70 or a T-46 or any vehicle that uses the 45mm VT-42 gun, which can be a higher tier tank if it wants to. Stage 4 requires me to play the Panzer KPFW2 Luch or a higher tank. I have the Leopard, and I've actually fallen in love with that tank today. Stage 5 requires me to play the Panzer KPFW2 Alfs G. I don't know what that is, or a higher tier vehicle. I'm just reading what tanks you need to be. I'm not actually reading the operations, because obviously you guys will do that. So stage 6 is to play as a Soviet or a German light tank from tier 3 to 10. Easy enough yet again. Stage 7 is to play as a Soviet, German, or a British light tank, or even a tank destroyer from tier 3 and up. So that again enters the Death Star, if you have that. And then the final stage is to play as a German, Soviet, or British light or tank destroyer from tier 4 to 10. So it's changed again, and all you have to do for that one is just simply earn 65,000 XP. That's easy enough to do for anyone. So we're going to back out of him. We're going to take a look at the Stubbs now. This is the tank that I am currently working on myself. So we'll go back stages. It's actually kind of cool. It's a light tank mixed with a tank destroyer turret. Although that shell velocity is 400 and something meters per second. It's actually slower than the KB2, so be warned if you're getting it. It's not a fast shooting shell velocity tank. It's very slow. But stage 1 you have to play as an American tank, tier 3 to 10. Simple enough. Stage 2, you must play as a Leopard or higher. Fair enough. Stage 3, you have to play as the M10 Wolverine or higher. Stage 4, which is where I'm at right now, play the Electo or a higher tier. I think I have the 4005, so I can easily do that. Stage 5, you must play the M24 Chaffee or higher. I have the T57 Heavy. Booyah. Stage 6, you must play as an American or British light tank or tank destroyer from tier 4 to 10. I have multiple for that. I could rather be the Lycan or my T110E4 or the Death Star. Death Star, I forgot I have two of them. Stage 7, play as a German, American, British, light tank, medium tank, or tank destroyer, tier 4 to 10. And the final stage, stage 8, play as in the German, American, British, light, medium, or tank destroyer, tiers 5 to 10. And you have to earn 86,500 XP to unlock the stubs at the very end. The Plaguebringer, which is our tank destroyer, which is very interesting because this tank is really fucked up. So stage 1, you must be an American tier 3 to 10. Stage 2 plays the M36 Jackson or higher. That's easy enough. I have the prototype in the E4. Stage 3, you have to play as the M18 Hellcat, the M36 Jackson or higher. Or any vehicle that uses the 90mm AT gun and free gun linked, and you can also use the higher tier tanks if they have the 90mm AT gun and free gun. Sorry, the 90mm AT gun or the M free gun. There's two different guns there. Sorry, I didn't realize that. So stage 4 requires you to play the M4A3E8 Sherman or the Sherman Fury or a higher linked or a higher tier vehicle along that line. Stage 5, play as the ARL-44, the AMX M4MLE 45, the AMX 45, I assume that is, or any vehicle that can use the Maybach H1 230 engine. Higher tier vehicles can also apply. Stage 6, play as an American tank, medium tank or tank destroyer from tier 6 to 10. That's not that bad. Moving up to stage 7, play as an American or French medium, heavy, or tank destroyer, tier 6 to 10. Getting a little bit more difficult in the higher tiers here. And for the final stage to unlock the tank, you need to earn 179,000 XP, but you must play as an American or French medium, heavy, or tank destroyer from tier 6 to 10. That's not so bad. For the big top tank, we're going to leave Slapjack as the last one. For this thing, we just need to play as a British tier 6 to 10. Doesn't say what tank, so it could be any tank from tier 6 to 10, which ain't so bad. And this is where I fail because I don't have this tank. For stage 2, you have to play as the M26 Pershing or a higher tier tank. I'm at the T20, so I fail for that one. For stage 3, though, you get to play as the M6, the T20, or any vehicle that can that can use the 90mm gun or the M3 gun. Higher tier vehicles will also qualify, so it's the same as the other tank. For stage 4, you have to play as the M4 Sherman or a higher tier vehicle. That's pretty cool. Destroy 4 or more tanks, tank destroyers, or artillery in any number of battles. Hey, that was actually pretty cool. It's actually not so bad, neither. Moving on to stage 5, you must play as a VK30.01D, VK30.02M, Regimental, or the Scorpion, or any vehicle that can use the Maybach HLT10 TRM P30 engine. Higher tier vehicles can also apply for that. For stage 6, you need to play as an American medium tank, tier 5 to 10. These go high and then low. These are really weird for this tank. For stage 7, play as a German, American, British medium or tank destroyer, tier 5 to 10. See, there it goes easy again. And then for the final stage, you have to earn 292,000 XP. That's quite a lot. And you have to play it in a German, American, British, medium, or tank destroyer from tier 7 to 10. Oh, they really get you on that one. And then, of course, the last tank, the one I was actually going to go for, but then I thought, no, I better not go for this tank, is the Slapjack. Stage 1 requires you to play as a Chinese tier 4 to 10. Stage 2 requires you to play as a Tiger 1, a Tiger 2, or any vehicle that can use the Maybach HLT10 TRM P45 engine. Higher tier vehicles can also qualify for this. That's just seriously stupid. I hate these ones that are restricted to an engine. Stage 3, however, you can play as the VK36.01H, VK30.01P, the heavy tank number 6, or any vehicle that can use the 8.8 centimeter KWK 36L56 gun. That's a mouthful. Higher tier vehicles can also qualify. For stage 4, you need to play the T29 or a higher tier vehicle. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, obviously, I mean, that's the fucking turret of the T29. Come on. Not that difficult to even see that one. For stage 5, you need to play as the IS or IS-2 or a higher tier vehicle. 2 tier 7s for either China or Russia. For stage 6, you need to play as a Soviet, German, or an American heavy tank. Tier 6 to 10 is allowed. I think I have the Mouse is my only heavy for high tiers. Stage 7, play as a Soviet, American, German, Chinese heavy, or tank destroyer, tier 6 to 10. And then for the final stage, you need to earn 292,000 XP, yet again. And for this, you need to play as a Soviet, German, American, Chinese heavy, or tank destroyer from tiers 7 to 10. That's quite a lot. Now, I wonder, can we look at the other tanks? Are we allowed to see what their contracts would be? No. Oh, God, the caboose looks so freaking weird. Look at this thing. It's so tiny. That is really weird for a tank. Okay, so let's look at the Bulwark? Bulwark? That is a really weird freaking name. Yet another strange-looking tank. I'm not actually sure to make of that. I'm not even sure what tanks would make that. Huh. Now to look at the Tier 5 Smooth Man. Oh, come on. That is so the BDR. That is the French Tier 5. And that looks like maybe an E2 or an E8 Sherman turret. Not sure if that gun is the same, though. That gun is different, though. That's... Oh, okay. I don't know what that gun's off. But this looks weird. I mean, it is the BDR, because the body design and the big, fat, thick tracks are definitely belonging to her. Ooh. Strange. Alright, so we get to look at the Cruncher. This tank actually haunts you through frickin' war stories. And it's so weird looking. It's easy as hell to kill, by the way. Or at least it is with the Trinity tank. I don't know what its stats will actually be without it. I can actually see its armor. Oh God, no wonder it's easy to kill. Look at that. And this is a tier 8, by the way. Good God, that armor's weak. Tank looks funky, though. And the tier 10 Tusk. The tank that everyone, for some reason, wants. I don't blame them why, because that's a T49 T49 turret. Because the gun give it away. And the body is off an AMX something? What the hell are you off? And it won't tell me what the tank... Well, maybe it... No, it doesn't tell you the body design. Yeah, that's a light tank, so it has barely no armor. That's understandable. That is still pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Oh, no, okay, so the gun is off the T49, but the turret itself is actually off the Sheerden, which is the tier 10. So that combines the tier 9 and 10 light tank for America. That's pretty cool. But if I was to say anything, guys, this update is definitely worth it. These tanks are kick-ass awesome and amazing at that. So don't forget, do the update, guys. Come join us hunting down these tanks. You can only do one contract at a time. You have a set amount of time to complete it. If you fail, it has to be restarted from scratch. So if you're going to select a tank, make sure you grind it out. Don't just come back to it in 3 days' time thinking that it would still be there if it run out a day before.